Stronger relationships don't happen by chance. They're built. Whether it's friendships, family, or love, a few key habits can make all the difference. Today, we'll dive into simple, psychology-backed tips to improve communication, build trust, and deepen connections. Want better relationships and stronger bonds? This video is for you. Whether it's your partner, friends, or colleagues, these insights will help. If you're ready to grow, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and comment. What's your biggest relationship challenge? Why do you feel uncomfortable when your partner receives a text message? In any relationship, trust and security are fundamental. However, suspicion and insecurity can creep in, often uninvited, and create a rift between partners. Whether you have been together for decades or just a few months, addressing these feelings is critical to maintaining a healthy and satisfying relationship. Questions to ponder. What triggers your feelings of suspicion or insecurity? How do you usually react when these feelings arise? Do you feel comfortable talking about your insecurities with your partner? Are there past experiences that contribute to your current trust issues? What steps have you taken to build trust in your relationship? Practical tips for getting started. Keep a journal. Write down your feelings of suspicion and insecurity. Identify patterns and triggers. This helps you understand and address the root causes. Make regular checkups. Set aside time each week to discuss your feelings and concerns with your partner in a non-confrontational way. Establish boundaries. Agree on clear boundaries regarding privacy and social interactions to avoid misunderstandings. Engage in self-care. Focus on activities that boost your self-esteem and make you feel secure and fulfilled. Seek professional help. If trust issues seem overwhelming, consider seeing a therapist to process these emotions in a structured setting. Suspicion often manifests as distrust in a partner's actions, words, or intentions. It can be subtle, such as a fleeting doubt when talking about a colleague, or more overt, such as constantly checking your phone or social media. Insecurity, on the other hand, is an internal struggle in which one feels unworthy, unloved, or inadequate. It is the fear of not measuring up, both with respect to a partner's expectations and with respect to others. Why do these feelings arise? The origins of these emotions can be complex. They may stem from previous relationships in which trust was broken, leading to a persistent fear of repetition. Childhood experiences, such as an inconsistent or unreliable caregiver, can also lay the foundation for adult insecurity. In addition, societal pressures and unrealistic portrayals of relationships in the media can exacerbate feelings of inadequacy and doubt. Why do we feel suspicion toward our partner? Suspicion in relationships is a common experience, but it can be deeply disturbing and damaging if not addressed appropriately. To effectively manage and overcome these feelings, it is critical to understand the root causes of suspicion. Here are some key factors that contribute to feelings of suspicion toward a partner. Past experiences and trauma, previous betrayals. If you have been hurt by infidelity or betrayal in past relationships, you may carry these fears into your current relationship. The memory of past pain may trigger suspicion, even if your current partner has given you no reason to doubt. Childhood trauma. Early experiences with caregivers can shape our attachment style and influence how we perceive trust in adult relationships. People who experienced neglect, inconsistency, or abandonment during childhood may develop anxious or avoidant attachment styles, making them more prone to suspicion. Insecurities and low self-esteem. Self-doubt. Low self-esteem can lead to feelings of unworthiness and doubt that one is truly lovable or deserving of a partner's affection. This can manifest as suspicion, as you may constantly fear that your partner will find someone better. Fear of rejection. Fear of rejection is another significant factor. If you fear that your partner may leave you for someone else, you may become hypervigilant and suspicious of his or her actions and interactions. Communication problems. Lack of transparency. When communication is lacking, misunderstandings and doubts can arise. If the partner is not open about his or her movements or activities, it can fuel suspicion. Transparency and consistency in communication are key to preventing these feelings. Miscommunication. Misinterpretations and misunderstandings can also breed suspicion. For example, if a partner's text messages or social media posts seem ambiguous, it can be easy to jump to conclusions without clarifying the context. External influences. Social media. Social media can amplify feelings of suspicion. Seeing the partner interact with others online, particularly former partners or attractive people, can trigger insecurity and doubts about his or her fidelity. Cultural and social norms. Cultural norms and societal expectations about relationships can also play a role. In cultures where infidelity is more commonly discussed, or where there is a strong emphasis on monogamy, individuals may be more prone to suspicion. Psychological factors. Projection. Projection occurs when you attribute your insecurities or thoughts to your partner. For example, if you have considered infidelity or feel insecure about your fidelity, you may project these feelings onto your partner and suspect him or her of infidelity. Paranoia. In some cases, suspicion may stem from paranoia, a psychological condition characterized by an irrational and persistent distrust of others. Often, professional help is needed to deal with it effectively. Practical tips for dealing with root causes. 1. Reflect on past experiences. Take time to reflect on past relationships and experiences that may be influencing your current feelings. Understanding these connections can help you separate past pain from current reality. 2. Build self-esteem. Engage in activities that boost your confidence and self-esteem. For example, engage in hobbies, set and achieve personal goals, and practice positive self-talk. 3. Improve communication. Work to improve communication with your partner. Be open about your feelings and encourage your partner to do the same. This can help prevent misunderstandings and build trust. 4. Limit the influence of social media. Set limits on your use of social media. Discuss with your partner what makes you uncomfortable and agree on guidelines that are acceptable to both of you. 5. Seek professional help. If the suspicion is overwhelming or rooted in deeper psychological problems, consider seeking help from a therapist. Professional guidance can provide tools and strategies for effectively managing these feelings. Understanding the reasons for suspicion toward your partner is the first step in dealing with and overcoming these feelings. By recognizing the root causes, whether they stem from past experiences, insecurities, communication problems, external influences, or psychological factors, proactive steps can be taken to build a healthier and more trusting relationship. Remember that trust is an ongoing journey that requires commitment, openness, and mutual respect. The psychology behind trust issues. Attachment theory, developed by John Bowlby, suggests that our early interactions with caregivers shape our future relationships. Secure attachment, which is formed through consistent and responsive caregiving, usually results in healthier adult relationships. In contrast, anxious attachment, in which care has been inconsistent, leads to constant clinging and worrying about a partner's availability. Avoidant attachment, resulting from distant or neglectful care, leads individuals to emotionally withdraw. Dr. Sue Johnson, in her work on emotionally focused therapy, EFT, points out that understanding one's attachment style can provide significant insight into trust issues. Recognizing past patterns can help one understand current behaviors and work toward change. The role of self-esteem. Low self-esteem is a breeding ground for suspicion and insecurity. According to Nathaniel Brandon, healthy self-esteem involves feeling deserving of happiness and success, believing in one's abilities, and feeling equal. When self-esteem is low, doubts and fears about one's worth in a relationship become pervasive, leading to increased sensitivity to perceived threats and a constant need for reassurance. Practical strategies for dealing with suspicion. Practical strategies for dealing with suspicion. Open and honest communication is not just about talking, it is based on active listening, empathy, and the ability to respond with understanding. Schedule regular meetings with your partner where both of you can share your feelings without interruption. Encourage each other to openly express concerns and insecurities, fostering an environment where vulnerability is welcome. 2. Build emotional intimacy. Engage in activities that strengthen your bond, such as sharing hobbies, taking walks together, or having meaningful conversations. Dr. Brené Brown, in Daring Greatly, suggests practicing empathy, which involves understanding your partner's emotions and responding with compassion. Sharing your inner world and being receptive to your partner's vulnerabilities creates a deeper bond and trust. 3. Establish boundaries and respect them. Establishing clear boundaries helps define what is acceptable in a relationship. Discuss and agree on issues such as privacy, social interactions, and personal time. Respecting these boundaries is critical. For example, if your partner values his or her personal space, avoid intruding without permission. Consistently respecting boundaries builds trust and shows that you respect each other's needs. 4. Seek professional help. Therapy can be incredibly helpful. Couples therapy, in particular, provides a structured environment to explore and address trust issues. The role of self-care in building trust: focus on personal growth. Engage in activities that promote personal growth and self-improvement. This may be pursuing further education, taking up a new hobby, or setting personal goals. Personal growth boosts self-esteem, making you feel more confident and less prone to insecurity. Practice self-compassion. Self-compassion is about treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer a friend. Research by Dr. Kristen Neff indicates that self-compassion helps reduce self-criticism and promotes emotional resilience. Practices such as mindfulness meditation, in which you observe your thoughts without judging them, can improve self-compassion. Overcoming common suspicion factors. 1. Social media and technology. Establish guidelines for social media use that are acceptable to both partners. This could include sharing passwords, limiting interactions with ex-partners, or setting times to put phones away to focus on each other. Being open about online interactions can avoid misunderstandings and build trust. 2. Past relationships. It is critical to address past hurts and differentiate them from the current relationship. Reflect on what you have learned from past experiences and how you can apply them positively. Communicating with your partner about your past can also help him or her understand your triggers and offer support. 3. Long-distance relationships. Long-distance relationships require extra effort to maintain trust. Regularly scheduling visits and planning future activities together can provide something to look forward to. Use technology, such as video calls and shared online activities, to stay in touch and participate in each other's lives. Surprising facts and statistics. Trust as a predictor of couple satisfaction. A study in the Journal of Marriage and Family found that couples with higher levels of trust report greater relationship satisfaction and stability. Trust fosters a sense of safety and security, which are fundamental to a satisfying couple relationship. The impact of insecurity on health. Insecurity can lead to chronic stress that impacts physical health. The American Psychological Association notes that people with high levels of relationship insecurity often have higher rates of anxiety, depression, and stress-related illnesses, such as high blood pressure and gastrointestinal problems. Addressing insecurity not only improves relationship quality, but also overall well-being. Consistency in actions builds trust over time. Keep your commitments, whether small or large. Dependability shows that you are reliable and that your partner can count on you, strengthening trust. Expressing appreciation and gratitude regularly fosters a positive atmosphere. Acknowledging your partner's efforts and thanking him or her can strengthen your bond. Small acts of kindness, such as leaving a note of appreciation or verbally acknowledging their contributions, help build trust. Forgiveness is a way to let go of past hurts. Holding grudges can create a barrier to trust. Forgiveness does not mean condoning harmful behavior, but choosing to get rid of the emotional burden it carries. This can open the door to rebuilding trust and moving forward together. Expert opinions on building trust. Here are more views from renowned experts in the field of relationship psychology. Esther Perel on rebuilding trust. Esther Perel's book, The State of Affairs, offers a nuanced view of infidelity and trust rebuilding. She emphasizes the need for transparency, in which the cheating partner openly shares information to rebuild trust. Accountability, in which the cheating partner acknowledges his or her mistake and works to make amends, is also crucial. It is essential for the betrayed partner to express his or her feelings and work toward forgiveness. John Gottman on trust and commitment. Dr. John Gottman's extensive research in his book, The 7 Principles for Making Marriage Work, identifies trust as a cornerstone of healthy relationships. Gottman's concept of trust maps involves knowing and remembering your partner's preferences, fears, and dreams. Updating and consulting these maps regularly demonstrates care and dedication, strengthening trust and intimacy. Dr. Sue Johnson on emotional connection. Dr. Sue Johnson, creator of Emotionally Focused Couple Therapy, EFCT, and author of Hold Me Tight, emphasizes the importance of emotional connection in building trust. She argues that couples need to create secure emotional bonds by being accessible, responsive, and emotionally engaged with each other. Johnson suggests practicing attachment rituals, or regular intentional actions that strengthen the bond, such as weekly appointments or nightly meetings. Dr. Harriet Lerner on apologies and forgiveness. Dr. Harriet Lerner, clinical psychologist and author of Why Won't You Apologize?, focuses on the role of effective apologies in rebuilding trust. She asserts that genuine apology involves taking full responsibility for the harm caused, without apology or justification. It requires listening to the hurt partner's feelings and showing genuine remorse. Lerner also stresses the importance of forgiving oneself and others as a path to healing and restoring trust. Dr. Gary Chapman on the languages of love. Dr. Gary Chapman, in his best-selling book, The 5 Love Languages, emphasizes that understanding and speaking a partner's love language is critical to building and maintaining trust. The 5 love languages, words of affirmation, acts of service, gifts, quality time, and physical contact, represent the different ways people express and receive love. Chapman suggests that consistently identifying and practicing a partner's love language can improve intimacy and trust in the relationship. In conclusion, can you trust your partner? Can he or she trust you? Trust is not a destination, but an ongoing journey. It requires commitment, understanding, and a willingness to be vulnerable. By facing suspicions and insecurities with compassion and openness, you can build a relationship based on mutual respect and trust. Remember that every relationship has its challenges, but with dedication and the right tools, you can overcome them and come out stronger together. The journey to overcome distrust and insecurity is personal and unique to each relationship. It requires introspection, communication, and a commitment to grow. Trust yourself and your partner, and remember that the effort put into building trust will result in a more satisfying and resilient relationship. Addressing suspicion and insecurity in a relationship is a multifaceted process that involves understanding root causes, open communication, building self-esteem, and seeking professional help if needed. By implementing these strategies and fostering an environment of support and trust, it is possible to overcome these challenges and create a stronger, healthier relationship. We just covered key ways to build stronger relationships. Which tip will you try first? Comment below. If this was helpful, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share this video with someone who needs it. For more relationship insights, join our community. See you in the next video. Better relationships lead to a better life. The journey doesn't end here. Click the link in the description and uncover even more exclusive knowledge, free for you.